have a whole lot of time. Hopefully it is not too loud right here. I'm going to talk a little bit about my new socket that I don't have. I don't have it. I wasn't able to bring it home. Okay, so what I wanted to say about this socket, as people are coming in, is that it is a socket. This is the big secret. He gave me permission to say. Maybe I'll wait for some people to get in here. Hey, if you're here, say hi. I'm about to reveal the big socket mystery. I have permission to say it now. I'm not going to be able to hold my hand up like this for very long. I'm inside part of the airport that's a little bit more quiet, so if somebody comes behind me. Hey! So I wasn't able to bring home this socket, and the reason is because it still has some kinks and some bugs to work out. But, hi Barbara. I wanted to say what it is. He gave me permission to say. Hey! I was just talking to my husband, here he is. Okay, so he gave me permission to tell you that this socket, the magic behind this socket, is that it grows and changes with an amputee, which is crazy. So you would not necessarily have to get a new socket. So think children. Hey, Karen, I'm glad you're here. Think children, and especially as soon as you get your amputation, you have all of this volume loss, and you would not have to get a new socket for that situation. It is, he gave me a word to say. You can redesign your socket using your same socket. I can't show you pictures. I can't say the wrong words. The reason that I don't have my socket is because it's still prototype. We thought that it was at the right place for me to take it home and use it, but the actual application of having an amputee in that socket was far different than the amputee that he previously had. His previous trial was on an amputee who had a long life with his limb. So his limb was not sensitive anymore. It was very conditioned to the socket that he had. He put on this modular socket and walked around just fine. The new socket is the modular socket. And walked around just fine, took it off, went home, whatever. Pop on, pop off. Great, have your girl come, which is me. I flew in, and because I'm a new amputee, I had some trouble fitting it. How does it feel? So it feels, the idea of it is amazing. That's what you can do with this thing, is redesign your socket with the same pieces. As you grow, hey Darren, as you grow or shrink with the socket, so children would grow, new amputees would shrink, their volume shrinks. You can redesign your socket. I wish I could say more, I wish I could show you pictures, but I can't because I don't want somebody to take his idea and beat him to market. So he's this close to getting it completely figured out, but there were some factors that didn't play a part in the initial testing of the local amputee. And then whenever I put it on, because I'm a new amputee and I have sensitive areas, and I had to tighten the boa string so tight that the knobs were doing weird things that we weren't totally sure what they were doing. So anyway, he's redesigning a couple aspects of this socket to make it perfectly safe and fit and functional and all those things. He's doing some very exciting work, and it's going to hit the market. It's just not out yet. So thrilled to be a part of it. And since we were at the University of Michigan, I'm not allowed to release any of the footage yet, but I did take some footage so that whenever it's time and whenever I do have the correct permissions and I've signed all the pieces of papers, then I can release it. When do I go back? I don't know that. I really want to take my son to the University of Michigan because it is so cool. In April, they open up to the public, and they have all these displays up. They have like a wind tunnel and all of that stuff. So Darren, I will address that question in just a minute, absolutely. So I'm going to take Jace there, and that's where it is, but that's in April. So I don't know if he's going to fix all these and I'm going to be back in 2 weeks, or if he's going to fix all these and I'm going to be back in a month or 2 or 6. I don't know. But I'm going to be an amputee for 2 years in July. And in July, for the University of Michigan, I had to be an amputee for 2 years to release the footage. So I don't know if it'll be then. I'll probably have my socket before then. I don't know. Timing is kind of weird. We didn't know that that played a factor until we got there yesterday. As far as affordability, the reason that he's making this socket is for people who are constantly buying new sockets. Amputees, whether or not you have insurance. Children, things like that. Oh, what did I say? Michigan? Sorry, Maryland. University of Maryland. He's designing these sockets for people who constantly have to buy sockets. And so as far as affordability, I have no idea. He probably has no idea. But he is designing it so that insurance can pick it up and use it, and you can pay for it with your deductible and things like that. But if you do not have insurance, he's been talking to people all over the world, the UK, different parts of the world. He mentioned the UK, but he's been talking to amputees everywhere to find out what kind of health care they have and how he could make this system fit either into their health care or into their way of life to make it so that people can have access to this. Because what's the point in making something brilliant if you don't have access to it? So we thought that I would be able to take this home and use it and wear it and run in it and love it, but we're not there yet. Hi. He's not there yet. She's going to use this area, so I'm going to take this outside. Excuse me. I'm in the dog area. Okay, hopefully it's not too loud out here. So I forgot where I was, but the affordability aspect, he's going to make it so that insurances can have it. And I told him all of my problems. So my problems are the rapid shrinkage of my limb. It was causing me to buy all kinds of sockets. And so that's a modular idea where you can redesign your socket. I can't say anything else, but I think kids, they can redesign their sockets as they grow, which is crazy. And then also it has, we were trying out the BOA strings. That's already on the market. I can talk about that, the BOA aspect of it, but it wasn't working with this particular design of socket. So he's redesigning that idea of how to make it tighten and expand as needed so that the socks aren't needed. And then the other thing was the hole cutout for my bone, because that is such a sensitive area in most amputees, especially new amputees. So he cut out that hole, and that worked brilliantly, absolutely. And so he's going to make sure that he accommodates that as well. So what I need from you guys is either, don't comment on here, because for some reason I can't get my comments. Email me. My email is in the description of all of my videos. But email me and tell me what problems you have with your socket so that he can design something for us. He wants to hear from us. He wants to know what is the best thing that he can build that will fit a large quantity of amputees, cutting out the money part of it, cutting out the solid design of it to where you have to get a new socket every time your limb changes. So those are the kinds of questions that we need to know. I have nothing to do with this. I was just the test dummy. And I did help answer some questions. I did help, maybe suggest some design ideas. But he is the genius behind this, not me. He came up with this. He approached me about trying it on, and I said yes. That's all I had to do with it. So anyways, I have to go catch my flight. But I wanted to touch base with you and let you know where we're at, and send me all of your questions and your concerns about your particular socket, and I will pass it on to him. And when I know more information, I know a lot of information, I just can't say it. When I'm released to say the information, I absolutely will. But we do not want to take this away from him. We don't want to take this opportunity away from him. He's a small business, and this will mean so much for him and his family to be able to help amputees, and that's the only reason that he's in this. So I don't want to take that away from him by saying the wrong thing. So anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, And I will see you soon. And I will show you just as soon as I possibly can. The moment that I get it, I will do a live and I'll show it to you guys because he does want you to see it and know what it is. So, see you later.